In June of 1985, there was no church, Episcopal church in North Raleigh. People were traveling downtown. I was going across town 17 miles, one way. So I asked the canon to the ordinary, Neff Powell, if I could meet with Bishop Estill. We asked Bishop Estill if there were any plans for church in North Raleigh. And he said, no, I don't know how to start a church. You go out and pop up a church. And that is exactly what he said to me. Pop up a church and come back to me and I'll see what I can do. Wait, what? Me? No, not me. He suggested I contact the rectors of St. Michael's and Good Shepherd to see if they had any parishioners who might be interested in forming a church in North Raleigh, nearer where they lived. So I found 15 other people, and we met in November. It took that long. We met in November with those two rectors, and we decided, okay, we're ready. We're going to form a church. So we went back to, 5 of us went back to Bishop Estill, and we said, we're here. What are you going to do for us? And he said, I will celebrate your first service, and I'll give you $2,000. It's a start. So we had our first service on December 5th, 1985, and 75 people came. And we thought, that's a good start. But now we had to find a place to meet on a regular basis. And that took time. But on January 26, 1986, we met at York Elementary School for the first time. And after the service, we had a meeting. And at that service, we changed our name from North Raleigh Mission to Church of the Nativity. We voted for that name. Now, why did we choose Nativity? Because we had been founded in Advent, or even earlier, but those names were taken. And there was no other Church of the Nativity in the diocese. And Bishop Estill said, choose a new name. So we did. We went to 3 different places. We call ourselves the pioneers, the wanderers in the wilderness. We started at York Elementary School, and then it was not air conditioned, by the way. It was the gymnasium. And so we decided we could go to Ravenscroft Gymnasium. And it was air conditioned and it was heated. And then they decided they were going to have a renovation, so they kicked us out. So then we went to Hale High School, and we met in their chapel for maybe a year. And then we built this building in 1991. We were originally 5 acres, but now we have 6 acres here. That took a while because we lost so many of our parishioners, pledging parishioners, because of the crisis we had with the priest. We were going to build an enormous building. In fact, we had been challenged by St. Michael's to become a parish faster than they did, which was 5 years. We did not. And we had been challenged to build a bigger church than they have, 500 seats. We failed that too. We had all the plans and we had an architect, but we did not have the money. St. Michael's had been asked by the bishop to sponsor us as a parochial mission, which was the first one in the diocese in 100 years. And St. Michael's gave us hymnals, they gave us common prayer, books of common prayer, they gave us communion silver, and they gave us supply priests. So for the first 2 years, we had supply priests. And then they hired Rick Calloway, and he was specifically for us. He was located at St. Michael's, and I think most of his pay was from St. Michael's. Rick left in early 1991, and we had an interim or two for 18 months. And then Diane Corlett came
And was Diane
in 1992, September of 1992.